Alright, we're gonna need a 20-person team in order to pull this one off successfully, boys. The target is a 15-inch thick steel titanium concrete vault door that's protected by a retina scanner and biological deposit box for fingernail clippings, and it'll only accept it from the head honcho of the bank. You also have to sing the fast part to Eminem's Rap God, and if you fuck up a single lyric, the alarm sounds and the FBI is swarming within 30 seconds. It's also protected by a moat with 45 crocodiles inside and 24/7 security, and they're all ex-Navy SEALs. We're gonna have to be in and out within 5 seconds. The job is simple.
Since their introduction to the Halo universe, Orbital Drop Shock Troopers, or ODSTs, have become fan favorites among Halo fans of both the earlier Bungie games and the current 343 era games. ODSTs specialize in high altitude drops into enemy territory and utilize stealth instead of brute force like the Spartans we are used to seeing. Many, if not all named ODSTs, captured the hearts of many fans with their compelling backstories and unique personalities. In this video, we will explore the reasons why ODSTs are so universally loved and what makes them such good additions to the Halo universe. ODSTs, often nicknamed Helljumpers, are a special forces unit of the UNSC that are known for their bravery, versatility, and unique skill set, which makes them invaluable to nearly any type of mission. They are trained in surveillance, reconnaissance, unconventional and guerrilla warfare, personnel and special equipment recovery, among a variety of other skill sets. They are most similar to current-day paratroopers, who are also deployed frequently in enemy territory to tip the scale so that larger military forces can advance. What makes ODST so unique is their method of deployment, which are cramped, one-person drop pods that are deployed from spacecraft in orbit. This method of deployment is much more efficient than being deployed via dropships, as hundreds of drop pods can be released at once, and because each drop pod is only occupied by a single ODST, it is harder for enemies to shoot down hundreds of drop pods rather than one dropship. Despite their skill sets, however, ODST casualties are very common due to their dangerous deployment methods and because of their even more dangerous objectives. If a drop pod is targeted by the enemy, there is very little an ODST inside can do to counterattack, and ejection is not an option, and so their only hope of survival is slightly maneuvering the drop pod itself away from enemy fire. As such, the drop pods can quickly become death traps, and in the chaos of war, it is inevitable for at least a few drop pods to be destroyed upon atmospheric entry. Furthermore, the drop pods' braking rockets and drag chutes can fail, resulting in the pod smashing into the ground at extremely high speeds. If that wasn't enough, the ceramic coating on the outside of drop pods can become damaged, and if it is damaged, there is a chance the coating will fail to protect the drop pod, causing the air inside the pod to become exceedingly hot, often fatally so. Due to the numerous fatal risks involved in their missions, ODSTs are in danger before they even touch down on enemy soil, which has earned them the infamous nickname of Helljumpers. Assuming they do land safely though, ODSTs are then confronted with the daunting task of accomplishing their objectives, which are more often than not complex, perilous, and even near suicidal. ODSTs frequently undertake missions that are comparable in difficulty to those assigned to Spartans, but without the help of specialized half-ton armor or a personalized and complex AI. Despite being equipped with armor that is only marginally superior to that of regular Marines, ODSTs are entrusted with missions that would typically be given to Spartans. These missions can be anything from assassinating high-value targets, disrupting enemy communication and supply lines, and even clearing out landing zones for more forces to be able to advance. These missions sound fairly simple on paper, but ODSTs typically operate in teams of 6 to 8 against hundreds of enemy troops in enemy territory. What makes ODSTs even more special is that they are a strictly volunteer force. That means that people choose to join the closest thing you'll get to assisted suicide. The selection process is rigorous, and those that do get chosen undergo months of intense training that involves live fire simulated battles and other grueling exercises. An example of their intense training is their squad exercises, where candidates don a full set of ODST training gear and are given weapons loaded with tactical training rounds and are then dropped off at the base of a mountain. Candidates are then ordered to reach the peak of the mountain as the drill instructor accompanies them. Occasionally, the instructors will shoot trainees in the leg with training rounds, which causes paralysis in the leg. Any candidates that are not quick enough to pick up speed are shot in the other leg, forcing them to crawl the rest of the way. This training simulation can be run several times, and with added difficulties. One of these difficulties is trainers serving as opponents, armed with training round loaded weapons. This leads to a mindset forged in discipline, teamwork, tenacity, and bravery, which is invaluable on the battlefield. In conclusion, ODSTs are intriguing and unique additions to the Halo universe. Their bravery is inspiring and motivating to witness. Playing as one requires you to rethink how to go about everything from movement to combat. These soldiers possess distinct skills and abilities that make them stand out from Spartans who we are used to seeing and playing as. Not to mention, they look really badass. Their tenacity, bravery, and determination make them an essential part of the Halo franchise, and I'm confident that current and future fans of the series will continue to appreciate and admire these elite soldiers.